Wonderful morning, afternoon, evening. Uh, this is just gonna be a trade review of the first trade I took on my funded challenge, first phase. So, uh, overall, let me just go to the daily chart. It's NFP week Monday, so expecting real good. I was expecting real good price action. Okay, no, let's start with the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. We took out previous week high, and my next draw on liquidity is this weekly BC. My short-term draw is this previous week low, and then the daily relatively equal lows, order block. That was my target from this. When we go to the 4 hour, from this 4 hour CB, I was targeting these lows. Fell short of that, and I'll show you how in the next few minutes. So I saw that price had failed to trade to this hourly order block, hourly bearish order block, only traded to the CB before Asia session and new week opening gap. There's so many new week opening gaps here, and price tends to get a little bit messy when it's like this, but I'm sure once we break out of this consolidation or whatever this is, everything will make much more, like we'll have much more cleaner moves. And this is still my draw on liquidity, by the way. But overall, traded to this CB, failed to trade to the opening price of this order block, displays below this low, offered this fair value gap after Asia. So I took it as a continuation trade to the downside. That was my perspective on the trade. On top of that, Asia. Oops, why did I say Asia? I meant to say London opened in this fair value gap in this CB. So London opening inside a PD array, that's an indication that it's gonna be, that's a good indication to take the trade when your bias is right. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit tired today. I don't know. It's been a long week this past week. Yeah, so my energies are a bit low. On top of that, I saw this inversion fair value gap, how we were staying on the lower half of it. And yeah, so I took the shot here. I'll post the results of my MT5, the funded trial. No, it's not a trial. I bought the challenge, the funded challenge trade, the executions. I'll show them. So, like I said, I like the way we respected this inversion fair value gap, order block inside of the hourly CB. London opened inside of this 15-minute order block plus coupled with the hourly CB. So I was targeting Asia low, AM session lows and previous day plus previous week low. Uh, as you can see, it was a break even trade. Typically a break even. I made 9 USD on my funded challenge account, and that's typically break even. Looking at the account size, it's a 5K challenge account. So back to the trade. And then price rallied down. I wouldn't want to say rally, but slow grind down, and then went up again. So I pyramided an entry here. It went up again and stopped me out. So I pyramided an entry here on this propulsion block here, and it took us down there. So I was looking at my mistakes on the way back home, and I saw where I really went wrong. First of all, we were trading into an hourly wick. I didn't see the wick, honestly. Honestly, I didn't even, I saw it, but I didn't pay much attention to it. So as you can see, we traded to consequent encouragement of the wick. I should have taken off all my positions there. It was just a quick bread and butter setup. I should have taken off all my positions there instead of targeting the lows, because wicks are gaps. So if there was one thing I was gonna do differently on this trade was that. So I could have got out of here, and it was still offering a good 2R. And by the way, while we are on that, what after I pyramided my entry here on this order block, I moved my stop here, reducing my risk on this propulsion block. Yeah. So after CL price respected the consequent encouragement of the CB of the wick, let's take that off. I want to focus on this. After it respected that, if we go down to the 5 minute, we'll see that. Don't get me wrong, I'm really bullish. I'm really bearish, really. Yeah, I'm really bearish, but this was just something I didn't anticipate. For one thing, I wasn't going to take this trade, the long, but I felt like I should have gotten out here on the CE of the wick, the hourly wick. And then on top of that, let's go to the 50 minute. Another confluence that would have made me get out also was this deviation. I forgot to use the deviation, sadly. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Like I said before, -1 deviation is always a good place to get out. It still offered me my usual risk to reward 2R, and I would admit I was a bit greedy with this trade. I wanted to get to this target. It was so obvious liquidity. There was some obvious liquidity that was on the table, and it would have helped me push my challenge a bit quicker, but I was too, I'll admit I was greedy, and to some extent I was. And I could have taken partials. I could have just targeted the low hanging fruit. But because I was blind to the hourly wick, I couldn't see that this was my low hanging fruit. Anyways, back to the after we traded to the wick. After we traded to C of the wick, we get that breaker. coupled with this Fair Valley gap right there, New York AM session. I tried again to short on this propulsion block until I went down and then I saw and then I was like, oh no, let me just close. But it was just on the paper trading account because those lows are still a suitable draw on liquidity for me. If not, if they're not reached today, tomorrow they're eventually gonna get reached. Hopefully, most probably. I don't want to say hopefully because it's like I'm bringing luck into the equation or like I'm gambling on something. No, but that is my draw on liquidity for the week. Let me say that. Yeah. But it looks like we just shifted bullish. Uh Breaker on the 5 minute auto block and I didn't take this trade because I was honestly mentally drained and I just wanted to I needed a breather. I just wanted to take a breather. Plus, honestly, when there's just a cluster of new week opening gaps and new day opening gaps all in one area, the price action sometimes it becomes a bit, I don't want to say shitty, but yeah, it does. So that was just it. That was the trade, and that was just it. That was all. Uh, Let me just do this. I'll post the things right here, and I'll continue pushing the challenge. No pressure. I have school also. One of the reasons why I'm also exhausted because I'm juggling school with this, and yeah, I know that I'll make it. I have to make it. Good luck, good trading. Bye.